Hi friends. Do you know the origin of the word zero and how that number philosophically and theologically and mathematically has profound implications for how we think about what is and what is not? It also has an important lesson for us found in this week's Torah story about how we may offer a differing, dissenting opinion without nullifying and putting down someone else, but constructively begging to differ. Here in the south of Tel Aviv, where I am now in a random playground, you might think that having an aggressive opinion all your own is the hallmark of Israeli and Middle Eastern society. And that seems to go all the way back to this chapter in the book of Wilderness, Bamidbar, that we're going to look at right now, both as a how to and how not to argue with each other. Welcome back to Word, weekly passwords to the riddles of our lives from this random playground in Tel Aviv. So we are in the book of Wilderness. Moses just sent 12 spies to tour this place so that they can figure out if and how to enter the promised land. Each delegate, tourist, spy represents one of the 12 tribes. They spend 40 days going up and down the country, and they come back to the Sinai desert with fruit and a report. 2 of them say, it's a great country, let's go. 10 of them say, there's milk and honey, but, and that's our key word, Efes, usually translated as however and but actually the word Efes is the word for zero. They're saying there are people living there, and they're huge, and they have fortresses, and they're strong, and they're giants. Indigenous colonization? What about another plan? That's not what Moses has in mind. And that night there's a big protest, there's a lot of crying, and the rest of the story I'm going to leave for another time. Our people end up here, and it's complicated then and now. But that word, Efes, zero, is what interests us. The word zero comes from the Arabic sifr, that then becomes, over time, zero. And it was an innovation in Europe, where you don't just go from 1 to 9, so based on the Roman, but actually add this notion of nothingness, of something from nothing that comes from India through Arabia, and philosophically and mathematically becomes part of how we think of